Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the Simpsons Tower Defense. And pretty much today I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little tutorial about how you guys could pretty much navigate through the game. So let's go ahead and get started. So for you guys that already know, you guys will eventually get a pop-up on your screen once you load into the game. And in case you don't, go ahead and click this calendar up here, top middle, and pretty much you could claim your rewards right here. Every day or every 24 hours you could pretty much claim one. If you go next to it on the settings tab, you actually have the options to turn on, off audio, sound effects, kind of standard. But there's another key thing right here, which is the Unit Wiki. And pretty much when you click on it, it pretty much tells you all the units that are currently available and also their stats. So you have like mythics, you have legendaries, you have epics, you have rares, uncommon, and then you have common ones. And so far there's not too many out there just yet, but they are going to add more in the future. And just keep in mind, they also have exclusive ones, and pretty much we'll go ahead and go a little bit over this a little bit later on, probably in a couple minutes. But for right now, let's go ahead and continue on with the little heart button on the top. Pretty much that is to enter codes. One of them that I think I still remember and it's still active, I think it's Moe's. You could try to put Moe's in there, which is going to be spelled Moe's, and try to see if it redeems. I've already redeemed it before, and it pretty much gives you a little bit of gold. Also, you have your playtime rewards right here, which pretty much gives you some playtime rewards. The more you play, the more you'll likely get some of these items. And pretty much this one right here is going to be an egg, which is going to be the exclusive item, which is going to be over here, which I'm going to go ahead and talk about. Pretty much if you wait 2 hours, you could go ahead and get this egg. And you could also get it from the endless mode as well. And these are pretty much the possibilities of what you could get. You get rare, epics, legendary, mythic, and once you collect all 4, you could go ahead and get a scratchy as well. Now let's go ahead and just head over to the shop, so we could go ahead and talk a little bit about the shop. And so pretty much the exclusives I was talking about are going to be right here, and pretty much these are going to be the percentages to go ahead and get these guys. You can get Bob, the disco guy, or the alien, and pretty much each one is worth 200 gems. You also have like these bundle packs right here, which pretty much go ahead and show you like Buffman, Mascot, Itchy, and Donut King. However, if this seems a little bit too pricey for you, just keep in mind that you could always get it from right here. Every so often you're going to have a new one spawn in, and pretty much it's going to be a little bit more reduced on the price, plus you get a little bit more diamonds as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and pay market value for it, you could go ahead and get this deal right here as well. Another thing that I'm going to go ahead and tell you too is that you also get super boost and ultra boost, and pretty much these you could go ahead and use whenever you're summoning stuff or whenever you're opening eggs. And you could also use it in the maps as well, because you do get a 1% chance of getting every character in there, and I'll go ahead and talk about it a little bit later. You also have your coin boost, which you also get from your daily rewards, and some other stuff right here that you could also see. So continuing off, let's go ahead and talk about our quests. So pretty much your quests are going to be right here next to the quest little check button, and pretty much once you complete them, they will automatically go into your account, which is going to be like right here. You're going to get your money and your diamonds. And so just so you guys know, you don't exactly have to click on it to claim it. It'll just automatically go there. Next, let's go ahead and talk about the summon units, and pretty much this is where you're going to have the summoning board, and you can pretty much use ultra and regular luck, or super luck I should say, to go ahead and summon some of these guys right here. And pretty much these are going to be the percentages. 0.1 for the mythics, which is pretty self-explanatory because they are overpowered. And you also get the opportunity to get a shiny, but it's a 1% chance once you get one of them. To go ahead and look at your units, pretty much you could go ahead and click inventory, and then it also holds your premium eggs as well, and you could actually search them up. So let's go ahead and put ground, and you go ahead and like find that unit as well. But just so you guys know, this is pretty much where they're all at. Also, it'll show your shinies. However, the abilities that you pretty much upgrade them won't show right off the bat. From my understanding, they're going to go ahead and add that feature a little bit later on, but pretty much this is how you're able to look at all your units right now. Right here, pretty much this is where you upgrade your units. So pretty much you just click on one of them, and then you go ahead and click the upgrade button right here. You could also purchase them right here on the side, or you could go ahead and get them from your daily rewards. You pretty much get, I think it's like 4 or 5 each day. And these are going to be your possibilities. You're going to have buff, range, rapid, eyesight, agility, tank, anger, super, strength, and greed. And last but not least, Donut King, which is going to be one of the more overpowered ones in the game. So now let's go ahead and just talk about our little lucky boost over here, or lucky box I should say. So pretty much every so often you're going to get an opportunity to go ahead and get this dog right here. And pretty much with that, pretty much I'm not exactly sure what kind of character it is, but we could go ahead and search it up. He's going to be a legendary, and pretty much this is going to be his stats. And pretty much this is the only way you could get the dog from my understanding. So you're just gonna have to wait until it's 15 minutes. And keep in mind, if you leave the lobby, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait another 15 minutes. Once you're ready to open it, you're just gonna go ahead and press E, and then it's gonna take a little bit long to pretty much open it. It'll take like 10-20 seconds about. And then once you open it, you'll A, get the lucky dog, or B, you'll more likely get 50 coins, and your chances increase in getting them. Now let's go ahead and talk about the AFK farm. So if you guys ever want to AFK, this is the place you go pretty much, and it'll teleport you to a AFK location. And last but not least, let's talk about the 1% characters. So each map right here is going to have its own little character that you can get, which is like a 1% chance. And if you actually go up to the character, it'll tell you like, hey, you can purchase this character for so much. And you have that option if you don't want to pretty much grind the game. But you have different characters for different maps, and pretty much the maps kind of indicate what kind of characters they are. Like for example, you have Moe's and Moe's, you have Krusty and Burger Endless, you have Radioactive Man, who's going to be at the new planet, and pretty much so on and so forth, I should say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about Endless. We're going to go ahead and run over to Endless, and let's see if Spring is going to come over here with us. Let's go ahead and run it. So now that we're on Endless, let's go ahead and just talk about a couple features that you guys should already know, and if not, I'll go ahead and explain them to you. Pretty much, if you go on to check your rewards, you're going to go ahead and click on this little rewards presenting, and you're going to go ahead and just look at what the rewards are to offer. Pretty much, you got the Simpsons gold, you got the diamonds, you got the egg, as I did explain earlier, as well as Krusty, if you make it to wave 100. And another thing for you guys to note as well is that if you go to wave 80, if you don't pass it, like for example, if I was going to wave 80 and I was stuck at wave 80 and I died there, you would actually not get the 75 diamonds unless if you pass it. So just keep that in mind. Also, another thing that you guys should note too is that there is a leave button. I personally haven't clicked it just because I don't want to lose my rewards or anything. But if you guys ever gotta leave, you just click that. Not 100% sure if it will give you rewards. Just keep that in mind, just at your own risk. And now let's go ahead and just talk about troop placement. So for a lot of you guys that have played TDs, this should be straightforward, pretty simple. But in this case, I pretty much have my longer range kind of towards like in the middle map, and of course he does too. And we also have our money makers nowhere close to the line. And you guys could go ahead and just copy the same layout we have. And this is the same for every map too, you know. Just keep your money makers away from the line in case you have to go ahead and reallocate troops. And you should already have like one reallocation troop. And in my case, it's going to be the groundkeeper. And what reallocation pretty much means is that in case if something bad happens, like something is going to happen right now. I'm pretty confident some of these might get by. And if not, then this is going to be a little too easy. But if they get by, right? If they get by this entire blockade right here and they're able to get all the way over here, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much delete my groundskeepers and move them around and reallocate them to make sure that they pretty much stop the enemy. So for example, right here, we have this guy that just ran right by us. So I'm going to go ahead and start deleting these guys in preparation to try to go ahead and stop him. And that's going to be our main task, is stopping this guy right here. And we're just going to go ahead and drop here. Will we be able to stop him? I'm pretty confident we can. It's just going to take a little bit of time. But yeah, you should always have reallocation troops just in case. And there you go. So pretty much, I'm pretty confident my aliens could have knocked him as well. But at the same time, I didn't exactly want to leave it up to the aliens, just because we do need our aliens to kind of be in the front lines to go ahead and soften up the troops up here. But always have reallocation troops as well. So now that we're pretty much already past 80, we're going to go ahead and let these aliens pretty much destroy the base. So then you could go ahead and see what happens. And pretty much, this is going to be a little visual glitch where it's going to say you're going to get 0. But you're going to get it once you get back to the lobby. So once you hit return lobby, you're going to get your prizes. And last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about the different levels in the game. So when you load into any map that isn't endless, it's pretty much going to give you some options, and pretty much you're going to have the options of easy, medium, hard, or nightmare. And pretty much right here, this is pretty much going to be like, if you're barely starting the game, go with easy. And if you're like me, pretty much go with hard. And I know you guys are like, you're gonna go with hard and not nightmare. Realistically, right now, I personally cannot beat nightmare on my own with the setup that I have right now, just because it's a little bit difficult. But besides the point, just make sure that if you go ahead and select one, that you're able to go ahead and beat it. When you do fail it, you still do get a little bit of income at the end, but it's not going to be as much as you would think it is. So yeah, that's pretty much the basis of it. I hope this helps you guys out, and if you guys have got any comments, just feel free to just drop them in the comment section, or any questions, of course. But once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care.